Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul, and you're watching me on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel of my talks. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I usually make content in order to enhance your experience, your knowledge. That's why I usually talk about contemporary world knowledge, and information so that I can make you enriched with the knowledge that is required in order to hone your skills, in order to make you abreast of the latest development in science and technologies, as well as sometimes motivational talks so that you can be stimulated with factors of energy and you can understand that developing yourself and moving in right direction is the essential and quintessential part of today's life. We should not be behind. We should be someone who should always aspire for being better. If we will aspire to be better each and every day, nobody can stop us. That's why it should be in our mind that each and every day we should be a different personality. We should be better than the past. That is why I usually focus on developing and honing your skills. That's why I want to tell you exactly that if you listen to me continuously for 6 months, what will happen? Your communication skill will certainly be improved. Certain science and technology, if you talk about that, the latest development in science and technology, whether it has been quantum computing or uh, whatever you talk about artificial intelligence or clean energy discoveries, like nuclear fusion reaction, in a controlled manner, which has never been achieved. But few days before, there was a breakthrough in that very field, converting two hydrogen atoms into helium atoms. What happens in nuclear fusion? Since the heavier element, which after nuclear fusion being created, it has uh, a less mass, than that of previous both atoms. So what happens in the way when it is converted, the rest of the mass is converted into energy, and it releases energy. That energy we tap, and this is what is called nuclear fusion. And controlled nuclear fusion will give us clean energy, and that's requirement is really one of the most quintessential part of today's development. If we will be able to control it, and if we will be able to develop certain technologies, 50% of the problem of energy will be solved, because nuclear fusion is something that can give us enormous amount of energy. And we all know that a planet, to harness energy, it is important that we should have certain resources. And if we have energy, then we can sustain for longer period of time, because everything is related to energy. If we have energy, if we don't have sun, we cannot exist. And because of the sun's energy, we are here on earth, we are living our life. And that's why it makes an impact. And that's why if we will be able to create clean energy, our environment pollution will be controlled. That's why there are many factors. That is why development in this kind of fields are important. And if it is happening and we are getting breakthroughs, then what will be better than that? That's why we should understand what is going on. Someone was talking, one article I got, and I read about that. Someone was talking about you know faster than light communication, and even British government is investing in that. Certainly sometimes before I have read that very article, something was written, and they were talking about faster than light communication. It will happen through hyperwaves. So for that, we know warp drive, that kind of concept will be brought in, because for warp drive, to send a payload, we require a heavy amount of energy, negative energy, to contract a space and widen a space at the destination. We require that kind of energy, but that negative energy require a lot of energy to be created, that kind of negative energy. And that's why if we cannot uh, transfer payloads in warp drive, then at least we can do it is little bit easier to create hyperwave and transfer it through you know this kind of warp and contracted space. But They are still researching. We have not got any kind of breakthrough, but they are investing in that. They are searching for that. So these have been the development in these fields, and we know that another advancement in AI. We know that AI is developing very faster, and few days before, 2 days before actually, Indian government, especially our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, was talking about how to control AI, and there should be control protocol in development of AI, and he invited all the leaders across world that they should pay their heed and their attention towards control development of artificial intelligence. So it is also a challenging task. If we will give up and we will not use it for the help and advancement of humans, then it may be a dangerous weapon. Even Elon Musk has told that it could be devastating than nuclear weapons if we don't control artificial intelligence. That's why it was a news in 2 days before our prime minister was talking about that, and it is really a prime concern nowadays development. That's why we should know. And another development is happening in our uh, brain user interface, for communicating with computers or controlling computers. There is an advanced development in Neuralink. Neuralink is an organization of Elon Musk, where they are researching about that, and they are creating brain user interface, where they are connecting human brain, with the computer, and they are able to access that. They are able to uh, communicate with computer. It will be easier for some elements of brain. They will be able to nurture that. They will be able to eradicate certain problems of brain with the help of brain computer interface. Even people who have been struggling with some kind of uh, brain problems and issues, that can be redressed with these kind of technologies. So it is also important. I am looking for a day when we can upload our human brain in a computer, and we can make our own digital copy. That will be interesting. We will be a person who can save his digital memories and his digital copy for a longer period of time. Then our generation, upcoming generation, could access that. They can gain information from us, and our memories will be stored there. That can talk like an AI, but it is still far. It is still a sci-fi, but I will say you that in future it will be perceptible. It will be physical reality, because even quantum science, and quantum computing is being developed, so it will have power to store our neurological synaptic, neurosynaptic images, and it can create digital copy of our brain, as I believe. But still, a decade or 2 decade, it will take some time, because it has not been achieved yet, and it is really intriguing to know our neural connections and all its connections, and how neurons communicate at such a deeper level, because it has millions of neurons in one brain, and that's why it is a complicated task, to identify each neural connection and to map that. But they are working on that. These are the latest development that is happening in our life, and we should know about that. If you are curious enough, you should certainly go and search over babe what has been development in these areas. It will certainly fascinate you, and this is what I want to say you to because it is important to understand that whatever is happening around us, if we will keep ourselves abreast with the latest development, we will never be back in our career. That's why it is important to hone our skill as well as keep ourselves abreast with the latest development. Thank you for listening to me, and I will be bringing a lot of new information for you as well.